Put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my own mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag, but you could. I look fly, I look too good.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Mommy First Podcast.
Where you're a mommy first.
And a baddie after.
It's your girl Danny the icon.
It's typical Tana.
And it's your girl, just Lila.
How y'all
Been good, girl. Had a short work week. Just worked 4 days. Was off on Friday, which was great. I was doing some errand running, but it was still nice to have a long weekend.
Right, yeah. That's what's up. My work week was straight. Kind of got in a little bit of trouble, but you know,
troublemaker,
girl. I know. They sick of me, girl. Prepare to be sick of me.
Really got you messed up though, didn't they?
Facts. Definitely. Yeah. So I think they take my kindness for weakness and my shy timidness for weakness, and then when I turn up, it's like, oh my god.
That's how it was.
This must be the common thing, because that's how I feel. My work week has been stressing me out to the point, y'all, like I feel like I might have bipolar disorder, and so I'm just sitting here like trying to figure out what my next plan is. I personally feel like this is why I need the vibe of good vibes and good energy and self-care and all of that stuff.
Good vibes.
It's crucial.
This is why we have Mommy Still Got It, y'all. You know?
Yeah.
And so let's tell the folks that's joining in what Mama Still Got It is about. So we like to talk about why self-care is important. So we talk about our self-care from the past week or what we are shooting for in the next week. And I'm going to tell y'all, it may not make sense to some people, but my Mommy Still Got It is a future thing. I'm gonna do couples therapy on Tuesday.
Okay.
The thing that why I think this is self-care is because it's very important that the people that you choose to be in your tribe, that you pour into that.
Girl, you better
So for me, it's the couples therapy, you know? Like, I have a good dude, but we still trying to work things out, and so it takes that extra effort, you know? It's going to be scary, but we're going to take that extra effort, and while I'm there, I'm going to be like, I think I got bipolar disorder. Can you help me figure this out?
Yeah.
You know? Take advantage of that. So.
Right. I was going to say, my son, 2 birds with 1 stone. Right. Yeah, knock it out.
I can't afford it, so let's...
Period. That's right. Okay.
What's y'all's Mommy Still Got It?
So, girl, Mama went outside last couple of days. It felt so refreshing to be outside. So, first of all, Thursday, I went to a mixtape release party for a friend of my study. He has his mixtape, his first major body of work released on the streaming platforms, like Apple Music. He had a party for that in the Nulu area. It's Study. It's STXDY.
What's up, Study?
Fire. Shout out to Study. Very good music. It was a fire. Good vibes. I went by myself. Out of my comfort zone. So that was different. I also went by myself to a wedding yesterday. Okay. Shout out to the O's. Beautiful wedding. It was lit. It was turned. I'm so happy.
You look really pretty.
I
love that shirt you was wearing, girl.
Oh, that girl. Last minute Fashion Nova overnight shipping because I was preparing last minute. I had to get it hemmed and everything because it was too long. Really? That was my running around on Friday, was getting the last minute things, like picking up my pants and doing all this and that. Babysitter fell through last minute, found a last minute babysitter. I almost just said F it, but my best friend was like, you need to go because you never go anywhere by yourself. Like, you never get out. Right. So I went, and I'm so glad I did. Made some friends. I had people that was, very friendly to me, open to me.
Are you open to posting on the Instagram your full body picture of what you was wearing? Because you look really pretty.
Yes, I do. The couple wanted an unplugged wedding, so they didn't want us to. They don't want us to post anything from the wedding until they posted first.
Okay.
So I had some full body, but it had like their decor and stuff in the background. So I didn't want to post that just yet.
That makes sense.
Until they, gave us the okay to post it. Yeah. I have a girl. I gotta show you. I have a cute little the 360. Ooh. I got a little thing of money threw it on me. I gotta post that. But again, it had their wedding stuff on it. I was like, okay, I'll wait. But it was fire. I sent my best friend. She's like, "Oh, that's fire. You need to post that."
Yes.
I was like, "I will."
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time. So I'm glad I was able to get out and do stuff, by myself, out of my comfort zone, and still had a really good time.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what's up. Let me see. I did. I went outside a little bit too.
Period.
I did go with actually my son's father's sister. So his son's auntie.
That's really good.
We
Y'all
went
got
out.
that relationship.
Right.
Oh, definitely. It's fam.
Yeah.
For real. Like,
She could.
whatever.
Does he have multiple
Yeah.
sisters or that one?
He has two sisters,
Okay.
but one is, around our age, and then the other one is in Florida with their parents.
The sister you I know who that is. She's cool.
Yeah, and so we kind of went out, and we went to a couple different clubs or whatever. We hit up.
What was your favorite club?
We hit up Virtue.
I started going to Virtue.
Shout out to DA. We went to Virtue, and that was pretty lit. I like that vibe.
Yeah.
So, and then we went a couple other places, but
Virtue was the favorite.
Virtue, yeah, definitely.
They got a petition going on to save them.
favorite. Yes, they
Really?
do. So
Why did
everybody
they
go.
save it?
They're trying to make that area like a dry area where you can't sell liquor. With a club, that's gonna
Right.
really mess up their business.
Louisville.
Y'all
Right.
better
Give
y'all better
us
get
our
on there.
space. Give the black people our space. Stop trying to
Mm-hmm.
stop trying to push us out. We
Right.
ain't doing nothing but trying to have a good time.
Because
Facts.
it's giving very
Yeah.
racially motivated.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my
Definitely.
gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, everybody go sign that petition. And then I went to go see Chris Tucker.
Okay. Oh, you was outside.
Right. Yes, and he put on a great show. I love Chris Tucker anyway, but he definitely brought it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was a great stand up show, whatever. So yeah, that's a girl.
I love that for us. We had a good week.
Yeah.
Speaking of, because we all into self-care and everything, and as women, but I was just been thinking, about a couple of things since we all raised boys. What that looks like as far as raising boys, and how it looks like when we talk about self-care for men. Just all of that. I don't know if you all run across why it's important to have two parents in the household, the woman and the man, but for us, that's a different case. So I just wanted to know from that point of view, how is it like to raise boys?
You know what's crazy? I was just talking about it earlier because I went to my nephew's football game. And, of course, there's a lot of men there, coaches. My brother-in-law's a coach. My mom's boyfriend's a former coach, so they're all very involved. And my son was having a moment where he was, crying for no reason, but he was crying. And one of the coaches that knows us came, and he, got him together. And I was telling my sister about how I love there's men in his life because they're, every time there's a man that corrects him, he straightens up right away. I can tell him, stop crying, get yourself together, do all this, and he will just keep testing me. But as soon as a man comes in, he straightens up. So I really do appreciate that, and I think that's crucial for raising the boys to have some male figures because they look at it different. Even as young, he's 3. Even as young as that is, he sees a difference. My brother-in-law came over one day. He was having to fit in the bathroom because I had to make him sit on the potty. He wasn't listening to me. My brother-in-law went in there, and it was silent. Got him completely straight, real easy. I told him, I said, go get him because he's not listening to me. So I always will. Any man in my life, I always call them go talk to him because he's not listening to me, and he needs that male figure in him. So I think it's definitely crucial, even if the father's not in the life, some kind of male figure in there, because boys need it's different. I don't know what it is. It's the chemistry. Like I said, he's young but still understands that when a man tells him get straight, he wants to impress this man and wants to do what the man is saying.
Of energy that they pick up. They know the difference.
I don't know. That's crazy. Because when I talk my little my deep voice, it still don't work.
Yeah.
But as soon as a man come in, it's he's straightened up real. That's why I can't wait to get him in sports because he needs that discipline and that motivation and that focus of a man guiding him and coaching him.
What about you, Lala? What do you think? How's it like for you?
I mean, for me, it's some work because I'm kind of like Danny. It's he knows when I'm being serious, but he's still gonna try me. And you know, he might look at me and he might straighten up, but then 2 seconds later he's laughing because he's like, well, I know you serious, but I'm still getting ready to test it.
Right.
But then it kind of makes me upset, but then I laugh at the same time because I'm like, that's me. That's me. Like,
yeah, the attitude,
that is
testing.
definitely me.
Yeah.
Yes. And so I'm just like, well, he got it honest.
He got it honest.
I don't even know. I don't know what to do right now.
When y'all found out y'all was pregnant, what gender did y'all want?
When I found out I was pregnant,
I have a crazy story. I can't wait to tell y'all.
I knew that I was having a boy.
You knew.
So
you accepted your fate.
I knew that I was having a boy, but I was like, oh, I want a girl. But I already knew that I was having a boy. Yeah. So it was just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, you good.
My crazy story. So my baby daddy feels like he only can make boys. He has 2 boys before him. So he always thought I was having a boy. I was actually told I was having a girl. I don't know if I ever told y'all that story.
No.
I was told at my first ultrasound that I was having a girl. I still have the ultrasounds and everything. Yes, and my baby daddy was in such denial. Oh my God.
What made
and
you
it's
say that?
crazy because you technically only get 1 ultrasound if you're not at high risk, but they want to get better pictures, so they gave me a second one. And my baby daddy, it was during COVID, so he couldn't be there, but he was on FaceTime. Yeah. So he was like, I don't believe it's a girl. Can you check it again? Just out of just like, whatever. And I was like, go ahead and check it. I know it's a girl, but go ahead and check it. And she checked. She's like, oh, it's a boy. I said, excuse me? No, she said it was a girl. And I had the ultrasound in my purse. I showed her. It's like, no, see right here, it says it's a girl. And she said, well, I'm going to have somebody else come in who's better than me. She'll check it. She checks it. No, it's definitely a boy. Here's a little penis with the testicles. That's a boy. So that was like my shock because I really wanted a girl. I cried, y'all.
Did you?
I actually made a YouTube video about it on my channel about like gender disappointment.
Yeah.
Because it's very common. People don't want to talk about it because they feel bad. Yeah. So you see like those gender reveals of people getting mad for wherever they get, and people are always like judge them like you should be happy it's a healthy baby in general, but it's like it's normal to like want this certain gender, and then not get it and just be disappointed.
Because I know my mom, she raised 4 girls. She had 4. Jesus. She had 4. And she said that they told her that I was going to be a boy. And she was like, I was mad the whole pregnancy. She's like, but then you came out a girl. And I was like, well, hallelujah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But yeah, I'm like,
But now that I have a boy, I don't even want a girl no more. I want a girl eventually. My ideal situation would be having another boy and then having a girl, so she has like 2 protectors growing up. But now that I'm a boy mom, it's just like the best.
It is the best.
Like and being around like my little cousins and stuff who are like in their preteens as girls, it's like I don't think I want a girl because you forget about when they get to their preteen stage, start getting periods and getting moody and with the dating, and they get kind of, really into like boys, but to the point it's kind of defiant of the mom and kind of like secretive and sneaky. Which I was like, so I'm not judging the little girls like that. That was definitely me. I was definitely very sneaky. But now it's kind of like, ooh, I'm kind of glad I got a boy. I kind of love being a boy mom. My friends always said, you're like the perfect boy mom. You like sports. Like, why do you not want to have a little boy? I'm like, I want a little girl to be like a little mini me. Be real cute. But I love having a boy.
Yeah. Me too. I love it. I do want a girl though. And then
eventually.
And Kendrick did say that. He's like, Mommy, I want a sister. And I was like, do you?
Get that boy what he wants.
Right. It's funny because when your baby daddy knew that he produces boys, they actually, the men are the ones who decide the gender. So that is true. For me, it's weird. I wanted a girl. I was praying when I went to the clinic that it would be a girl. But for some reason, I was hoping, they was wrong, because then in the middle of my 6 months, I wanted a boy. And only reason why I want a boy is because majority of my family is girls. I was like, it'd be nice to have a boy, and I make that happen. So I got my girl, and I got used to it. I did have my mini-me. I could dress her. I knew what clothes, what sports to put her in, or any activities.
And she got your whole face. That's your mini-me for real.
Right. It's a mini-me. Added to all of that. She got all of that. Now I have my son. It's complete, and in the age gap, it is complete. It's like a reality check for me. I don't know how to deal with boys, and I feel like with Emery, I was a little bit more stern on her, and it was comfortable for me to be stern. With Irie, I had to learn how to be stern with him because I'm sitting here like, oh, I want to be all sweet to you and stuff like that, just automatically. I don't know why. And I don't know, it's a whole process when it comes to raising this girl. She's older, she is getting into that preteen stage, but then now raising that boy, and the difference, like they are completely different as babies. The boys, like y'all understand, they get into everything. It's like they are fearless. They want to do whatever they want. They a little bit, well, at least Irie, he's a little bit more demanding. It's just like a whole nother world, but I'm starting to get used to that whole boy concept now after him being 4 years old.
I think it's natural. You know how they say it's like the mama's boy and then daddy's girl. I think it's natural for us to want to be a little more caring and nurturing and sweet to our sons. And then we also just know like how life can get for little boys, especially little black boys. So we don't want them, of course we want them to be prepared for life, but we don't want them to like get the toughness at home. We want to give them that love that they're probably not going to get out there in the world. Like I always hope that my son's always going to be able to come to his mama. I want my little mama's boy forever. Even when he goes off, of course, he's not going to put me before his, like, future wife or whatever. But I still want him to know that if anything goes wrong, if he needs some love, some kind of cherish or anything, he can come to his mama at all points, no matter what.
And get that advice. Because, you know, they're going to look for, well, I like this female. Who can I talk to? Hope I can talk to my mom.
Talk to me, because mama's going to know best. And I want him to know, like, the love I give him to make sure to go out and get that from another woman. Like, don't let no woman not give you the love I give you, at least. Like, bare minimum, whatever. as much as I love you, I want her to love you as much. Like, get that kind of, if not more, like, give that example.
I think it's interesting because when you do have a relationship with, I am assuming for the boys and the men, when you do have the relationship with your mama, you know how to treat a woman. That's how I feel
definitely.
That's
definitely something to look at when you're dating a guy.
They do say that. They was like, if you want to know how a man's going to treat you, look at how he treats his mother. So
being at that wedding, yes, they made me think about it because, of course, they had like the mama and son dance or whatever. You just tell like the relationship was really good for the husband from the wedding yesterday, and it had me just thinking like that's something I kind of really want to value in like my future man, that he has a good relationship with his mom. It's kind of tricky though because I've dated men who like don't have their mom for like mom's passing, so I kind of like wonder like how that dynamic works when you don't have your mom, like how that.
But I think it might be different if it's a circumstance where like the mom passed.
Like that.
So if they were all about their mom, you know, prior to her passing, then I think that they would still be, you know, potential
good husbands, good partners.
But if they, you know, prior to her death, if they was dogging their mama and then she died, then
oh my gosh. My little cousin, who was a freshman in high school, she had a situation. She was telling me about this boy she was dating, and she was talking about how he talks so bad, like cussing his mama out, calling her B words. And when she told me that, I said no, immediately no. Red flag. Don't ever, if a young boy is talking to his mother like that, how do you think he's gonna talk to you like that? He don't respect the first woman in his life. He's not gonna respect you. And she was kind of like hard headed. She's like, but she's this is that. I'm like, it don't matter. It doesn't matter how she talks to him. He just still, you know what I'm saying? He needs to handle it a different way. Like, that's not good that he can talk to his mom in that way. He doesn't respect women. Like, I feel like if you don't respect your mother, at least you don't have that respect for women.
But what if depending on the mom, depending on the type of mom, because I feel like there are moms out there that make it difficult for their children, especially the boys, and then they grow up with this resentment. You know how like sometimes when we talk about the interracial couples and the guys dating the white women, well, sometimes they get that my mama was too much. So that's how I feel about black women in general. So here I'm go to the, you know, the white girls because I don't want that type of energy and pressure that I had to grow up under. Because my boyfriend, I'm trying to think if I should even share it, but my boyfriend has a little bit of a complicated relationship with his mama, and it kind of shows in our relationship. You know, so
I think the key word in that, and well, also my little cousin, is like just respect. Like it could be a terrible mom. I'm not discounting that he probably has a bad mom, but it's still like. Still don't be calling her out her name as a woman. Beyond her being your mom, don't be calling her B words or whatever as a woman. I understand his anger or his frustration because she's not a great mom, but it's still like she's still a woman, she's still your mom. Whatever happened is kind of like, you know, it's different circumstances, and I just still feel like even if they have a bad relationship, still shouldn't disrespect her as a woman in general. Like, you could not fool with her, you could love her from a distance. Right, is the big thing with me. It's kind of like, because I just feel like if you can't, this woman birthed you, and even if she was a bad mom, you know, she went through having a child is near death. Yeah, she went through all of that to have you, so it's kind of like
pay that homage back
a little bit. Like, you know, even growing up, she was bad. You know what I'm saying? You don't have, like, so you don't have to deal with her. You can keep her from a distance, but still you don't have to disrespect her. Yeah, is the thing. Do y'all feel like, I actually saw a post and it was that women raise girls but they love sons?
Yeah, I see that a lot.
That where they say, and a lot of people, when I found out I was having a boy and I was upset, people were like, it's so much easier raising boys, and it's like, what is that? Like, and they feel like women don't put as much stress on developing the boys as they do the girls. Like, with girls, it's like, gotta make sure she's not high, gotta make sure she's not doing this,
because
sure
we see our inner child in that girl. I think that's because you know, you said memories my enemy. I see myself in her, and it's kind of like, go back in time, girl, you should have did better on this. So then I'm trying to put that energy on my little girl because I want her to have a better life than I did. It's easier to visualize that, but with the boys, I mean, we're not boys, so
exactly.
It's like we can't see that.
Exactly. And like you had said, having two people in the household, like, I think women can raise little girls. That's why it's like we raise young girls, because we know what it's like to be a woman, be a girl, to grow up and go through that. We don't know what it's like to be a little boy. So that's why they need that man to raise the little boys, to teach them how to be a man, to teach them what boys go. I don't know what boys go through during puberty. I don't know what different urges and situations they have going on with their minds, their situation, you know, the mind's going with different things. So it's like they need that man. Like, of course I'm gonna love my son, I'm be a little hard on my girl because I know what it's like to be a girl. I know what it's like to be a woman. I know the mistakes I made, and I don't want my daughters to go through that.
And if a girl has a baby, they gotta come home.
Yeah,
if a man has a baby, they go
right.
So
I wanted to know which milestone, since there's infants and toddlers, which milestone do y'all feel like is the most challenging raising a boy? Because I know mine's was potty training, because obviously I don't have the parts, so I don't know.
I have my boyfriend teach my son.
See,
I had him teach him because I was like, he needs to learn how to stand up, and I was like, I don't know how to teach. I was like, hey, I don't know how to teach him. Can you? He's here. He has a potty. Can you go teach him how to do it? And he went there. I was gonna go in the way. He closed the door in my face. I was like, okay, all right, let the boys have their moment. He taught him, and my son actually learned. And when he did it on his own, he said, yeah, Mr. Darryl taught me. And I was like, okay, so that's something like potty training, things like that. Being, I guess, tough, or like, you know, when you fall. You know,
what to say,
what to say, like how to get back up. Or my son says he can't do stuff like, and when you talk about mama's boyfriend, he says I can't. He nips in the butt right there. Like, no, you're a young man. You can do whatever you want to do,
and that's really good, especially the black boys.
I actually, I guess because I have dealt with kids all my life.
Okay.
I kind of know certain things
different
to
perspective.
do.
Okay.
So when it came to potty training, we did the Cheerios in the toilet.
Okay. I need to try that.
I the Cheerios. We did, I did start him off sitting down. Telling him to push his penis down. And stuff like that when he sits down.
That's what I did. Start off sitting down.
And so, actually, I think at one time he had to use the restroom really bad, and he was standing up, and I was like, just let it go,
right?
Just let it out. And so he got more comfortable with just letting it go, because I'm like, there is no bathroom right now. You kind of gotta.
Being a boy,
you gotta do this right here.
Like,
I'm sorry, like there's no bathroom right now, but I don't want you to pee on yourself. And so he kind of got more comfortable with standing up and just letting it out. And then as far as like being tough, I don't want him to be, since he is always around me and around my mom and my sisters and stuff like that, all he knows is being around women. So I don't want him to be, you know, no crybaby or anything like that. So when he falls, I'm like, come on, baby, shake it off.
Yeah.
Dust it off. You know, unless he's bleeding or something, I'm like, look, are you hurt? Where are you hurt? Like, we'll put a Band-Aid on it, patch it up, you good. You know what I mean? So,
there's an episode of Bluey that, and I'll say to my son, where the dad told Bluey, good thing you're tough. Anytime she like would fall or she would be upset about something, he's like, well, good thing you're tough. And they do like that. So my son father said, well, aren't you tough like Bluey? He said, yes, I'm tough. And that's how we kind of do our, to shake it off and kind of get up and go.
Yeah, he does Paw Patrol. So, I got Paw Patrol muscles, I'm strong. And I'm like, yes, you are, baby. So, you know, if you fall, look.
Did y'all see recently with Jada Waiter, Lil Baby's baby mama? She did like a video with Loyal, their son, and people were like in the comments talking about how he's like zesty and being soft, because he was kind of like, he was on that challenge where like you hide what they're sipping on, they have to guess what they're drinking. I don't know if y'all seen that. And he was like, lemonade, and
How old is
going, I think he's 5.
Okay.
And people were just in the comments like really going hard on her, saying, oh, he's being around some men, he's being zesty, he's being soft,
See, that's the thing, because I'm trying to understand that divine femininity and whatever the masculinity part, because we all share that. And it's okay to have some more like sensitive qualities. It doesn't make you less of a man. And that's what I'm trying to raise in my son. Like, we're human. We're going to have emotions and we're going to have certain mannerisms. But then it gets to a point where if it's too flamboyant, oh, you must be gay or you must be this. And it's like, well, it's just them. They could still be attracted to women. But it's like we have to have, well, as a society, it's like the moment you do a certain way or a certain talk, it's automatically they write it off. And I think as a black man, they go towards other races, particularly the white race, because when you go in that race, they kind of do little feminine stuff, and it's and they don't be like, oh, you're gay. They don't automatically. I think it's embedded in our culture that if you do any type of like feminineness, you're automatically written off as gay. And then those men or those growing boys feel like they have to go separately because they know they're attracted to women, but they have their own personality traits.
Do you remember the whole debate about kitchen sets for little boys? Remember that was the whole thing? People was like, why would you buy your son a kitchen set?
Because I want my son to cook.
That Christmas, that same year, my sister bought my son a kitchen set and he loves it. He helps me cook in the kitchen now.
And it's a whole vibe.
And he puts it like, I'll be cooking. He's like, can I help you? We make his breakfast. He's like, can I pour it? Like, he loves to cook.
And I see your unesthetic cooking
he loves to help me cook. And he'll say it. He's like, I'm a chef. And he's like, I'm a chef like Quan. My brother-in-law is a chef as well. He's like, I'm a chef like Quan. And I'm like, see, it's more than just cooking. Is not feminine.
It's not.
Like, it's like,
it's a survival.
I'm supposed to be a chef. He's gonna be cooking for me, honey. Like, wait. Do y'all let y'all sons play with like girl toys?
Kendrick does. He has a grill. But, you know, when he's at school, he plays in the kitchen area. And he does, like, you know, he likes dressing up and being different people and things.
My son likes being me.
Likes being
then, like,
me.
And like, he'll play in my shoes, you know, and stuff like that. And, you know, he's around, like I said, a lot of females. So he does a lot of stuff that he sees us do.
Yeah.
We do cook together and everything. So, I mean, I just let him be him.
Yeah, because they don't know better. They don't know these social norms that us adults pay attention to. They just living their life, living their best life. Well, I wish I was going back there, you know. I try my best not to be like, you can't touch this toy or whatnot. I know it's kind of hard because Emery is the oldest and he likes to follow Emery sometimes, but now that I have my bonus son into the picture, he's following him a lot more. But there'll be times, y'all know, my son is into cars. I remember seeing him playing with a Polly Pocket car, which is a whole pink car, and I'm like, should I say something or should I not? No, I'm not gonna say nothing because to him, it's that's a car.
Right.
But sometimes I get that thought because I I get all caught up in what society's trying to put in my head.
Yeah.
Right.
Not, you shouldn't be doing this. And I'm like,
my son was playing with a whole Barbie doll, and then
my son brings Barbie dolls every commercial. When his friend at daycare plays with Barbie.
At first I was like, ooh, and then he said, "Look, mommy, it was a boy. I mean, it was a girl, little Barbie doll, and then it was like a little boy toy. I think it was like the Hulk or something like that." He's like, "Look, mommy, they're kissing." But I don't want him to, just be playing with two boy toys and be like, "Oh, mommy,
they kissing."
Right. So I'm like, "Hey, okay, baby." He'll eventually learn right from wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
what I love about us is that we realize like the toxic masculinity that society puts on us, and we try to find that good balance of still raising a boy but not making him too super masculine. He's not able to express his feelings. We let our sons cry and express themselves and give us hugs. We blow in the face and everything. I've been thinking about that ever since you said that. Like, I love that you like teach him ways to like handle his emotions without just like, you're a boy, you're not supposed to cry. Don't cry because you're a boy. It's like they're gonna grow up and be like great
they're
men.
gonna deal with the same stuff women deals with.
Exactly. These aren't exclusive to boys and girls. But I love that about us, how we're raising our sons, that we realize like it's more than just boy and girl. Like we're raising people. So like we're gonna make sure we're raising great men. And they're not gonna be too into, I'm a boy, I need to be like this. They're able to like express their emotions and say how they feel and have good communication.
They can be vulnerable,
Because I feel like that pressure, and hopefully it'll be another episode or whatnot, but I feel like that pressure of trying to be a man is what leads them down the wrong path. And that's the last thing. I am not burying my son. Y'all better not. My son is gonna live his life to the fullest.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I ain't raising a real nigga.
No.
I raised a good man.
Right.
Period.
His mama already a thug on him.
Right.
Y'all heard anything in the news lately on TikTok, social media, anything?
Oh, girl, yeah. Oh, my God. I seen a TikTok of a story of a girl whose baby daddy, to avoid child support, faked his death, y'all. Girl. Oh, my God.
See, this is why it's important to know that you're raising a real man.
Wow.
Period. See, raise a real man, not a real nigga. he done had somebody in his family make a fake death certificate. Dang. His mama done presented to the court. Mama done called the baby mama crying saying he got into a bad accident. The girl wasn't allowed to go to the funeral because I think the baby daddy's sister had a restraining order out on her. I don't know what that was about. So she couldn't go to the funeral, but her son went. Her son came back, so he couldn't say his goodbye because there was no casket. So mom was assuming that they cremated him. Like, okay. Sons come back home from school talking about, I see my daddy today. And she thinking he's like grieving, having a hard time dealing with his father dying. So she's going to the school, talk to the counselor, like, maybe you should talk to him a little more because he keeps saying he sees his dad. I don't think he's like dealing with his death right. And the counselor's like, no, he was here yesterday. He had lunch with him. And they was like, what do you mean he died? They was like, no. Everybody in the office looked at her like, no, he's been here a lot because he's still on like the emergency contact technically. Like he's been here a lot, spending time with the son. So she went to the mama's house, which was an hour away, and knocked on the door and seen her baby daddy run to the back. And it turns out he faked his death to get out of child support. Now he's in jail. Spending years because
is the mama in jail?
No, and she should be.
She should be.
They should be.
How should be.
Crazy is that, y'all?
See, that's the type of like, I feel like that's extreme mama trying to help your son. I don't want to do that.
See, exactly.
Like, mama, come on. Because now you got your son in a predicament where he's facing jail. And now you got to call to collect calls and visit him. Why would you put your son through that?
It's giving mama the side chick.
Hey.
What you say?
I said it's giving mamas the side
That's
chick.
that. What they call it, emotional incest, when moms be too involved in their son's lives.
Like,
that is sick. But how trash of a man do you have to be that you fake your death to avoid taking care of your child?
It's very.
Because beyond the child support, now your baby mama thinking you're not in your child's life at all. Now she's trying to deal with a death.
Was there like a fake death certificate?
Yeah. Somebody in his family made
how elaborate. Like, we out here trying to pay bills. Who got time to sit here?
They done with the bag lady and said, who makes
death certificates?
What's up with that?
Goodness.
Have
need a passport connect. But
have y'all baby daddy done anything crazy? Not necessarily to avoid child support, but anything like extreme where you was like, really, nigga? Like,
I mean, my I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but my baby daddy, he went like MIA for like a good little minute. And I had to, I couldn't reach him, and I had to go to his mom, and she was like, "Oh, so I guess, I guess you on the shit list too. Like he ain't talking to nobody.
Oh, he just tuned out in general.
What do you mean he went MIA? You couldn't get a hold of him? No, or he just disappeared.
None of that. Like all of that. I mean, like he went. I couldn't contact him. He went MIA. His parents hadn't talked to him. Then when I finally did, which was actually. When I finally did contact him, I told him, I was like, well, you done went MIA. I don't know where you are. I don't really care. But I'm just letting you know, when you get back, you're going to be on child support.
Period.
See? Should have thought that through.
Right.
So, either way.
Girl.
But it was crazy. And then when I finally found out where he was in Florida.
So he went MIA to go on a vacation? Must be nice. I'm on a vacation.
Your baby daddy done anything crazy before?
Well, my baby daddy's a whole sperm donor. He, for Emory, he just...
he did the craziest thing. He gone.
He gone. That's the most crazy.
Ghost.
My other baby daddy, not so much. I mean, I'm trying to figure out when he gonna get back on the schedule. It's it's every other weekend. It's killing a mama, but that's about it.
Nothing crazy. He
crazy.
He's one of those not lie but omit certain parts of the truth.
Yeah.
So it's not technically a lie, but it's kind of like, I don't think he's done nothing that extreme that I know of. But I've heard of guys who like, I knew a guy who lied to a girl and said he moved out of town or something to avoid her and stuff like that. Like, men are crazy.
And it's actually crazy because, not as far as like baby daddies, but before, like when I found out that my dad passed away, up until his funeral, I was like, I wonder if this is a lie. I wonder if they're making this up and he's really, in Dubai somewhere and like living his best life with his other family. But then when I actually went to the funeral and saw him, I was just like, oh shit, this is real life.
Yeah.
But like that's how I felt at first. I was like, well, dang. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, what
I feel like that happens more.
What did I do?
Yes.
You know what I mean? To make you feel like, it didn't help that I had a dream that, he was really alive somewhere else. So, I mean, it was just weird.
I saw a post. The girl said, I think she said her sister owed her money or something, and said she went ahead and died. She said, I ain't want the money that bad. So you have to do all that. Like, now you have to do all that. You just pay me back later.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think they don't realize, because the guys that go to the extreme, do fake your own funeral and stuff, it's like they're getting away from the baby mama, but y'all don't realize how much y'all affected your impacting your kid.
But I feel like he probably felt like, okay, well, the mama thinks that I'm dead, but the son knows that I'm not. But the
son got a relationship where he gonna tell his mama everything.
Exactly. But not thinking the son's never gonna tell your mama that you're seeing her and she, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then she gonna think, oh, okay, my son's loco.
Yeah.
My son got it.
That's a lot on a child. Like, why would you want to put that secret on your child like that?
That's crazy. I don't know. Men are crazy.
Yeah.
But I wonder if there's any females that have done that.
I'm sure.
Done something crazy. Ooh, I don't know.
Like,
let me dive into
fake their death.
I don't know about faking your death, but
fake their death.
Have y'all done anything crazy to avoid a man?
Have we done to avoid a man?
Yeah.
No.
To avoid a man.
Ooh,
that's a good. Oh yeah. I've done some crazy shit, y'all. So I gotta sit through the bank.
I was like, wait a minute, let me look. I don't think so. To avoid one.
Take on a whole nother identity. Like I don't know.
Sometimes I wish I could. Like sometimes I wish I could like burn my fingernail. I mean, my, these
Fingerprints.
things.
Yeah.
Fingerprints.
It disappeared.
And,
Take on a whole. I see what you're talking about, girl.
And
She want to go witness protection program.
Take my, me and my baby.
I fake like if somebody text me or call me, I send them somebody else. Like I found accents. Wrong number. Or let me text like, I'm sorry, you have the wrong number. And if it's really be me, but I'm trying to avoid that person.
Yeah.
I was just like, I ain't never faked to death though.
I've never done that. I mean, I've blocked people, but
Yeah, that's about.
Right.
Which I think is not actually crazy.
Yeah.
Blocking somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've done anything
Maybe
like that.
that means we not crazy females. That's good.
I knew I wasn't crazy. Thank you.
For
I need
real.
that reassurance.
Right.
But I can't believe that man did that. I kind of wonder what
Yeah.
happens next. I'm surprised the mama and the sister ain't getting no kind of deals.
Do you know how many years in jail he got?
I think he got 6.
I wonder what it's like for Kentucky, what the law is if you fake your own death in Kentucky. I want to look that up.
Ooh, good question.
Because I know
It's definitely fraud in the courts, though.
Knowing Kentucky, there
No.
is no law.
Right. You can do it all.
Right.
But
Kentucky
yeah.
sucks.
All right, girl.
Don't do that, man.
Don't do it.
Do
Right.
not
Don't
fake your
avoid your
death.
responsibilities.
Don't revolt. Yeah, don't. Yeah, do
I wonder
not.
what the long-term plan was, though. That's crazy. Like, what? Like, the little boy's
To
like
continue,
5.
to continue.
So for the next
seeing
13
this,
years, what was he gonna do?
keep having
Right.
What
What was you gonna do?
What's he gonna do in 10 years when he's 15? And definitely old
Depending
enough
on
to
where
know?
they was at. What if it was a small town? Like, you gonna run into your baby mama at some type of club.
Right.
Like, come on, let's really think about this. But yeah.
That's
Try that in a
crazy.
small town.
So yeah.
All right, we'll get into the talk about our mommy moments of the week.
Alrighty, so yes, let's hit up this mommy moment of the week. So, good or bad, some moments that you've had. Let's see. I feel like my mommy moment is. It kind of ties into when I said that I was outside. So I took my son over his aunt's house. And at first he was like, I said, you want to go over to Amy's house? He's like, yeah, blah, blah. We go. And he has a whole fit when he realizes that I'm getting ready to leave.
Oh.
A whole fit. Screaming to the top of his lungs. And I'm just like, that part.
Like that.
And I'm just like, baby. And I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And he was just like, he had my shirt and he was just pulling on it. And I'm just like, off.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so I ended up leaving him there and like going, but I kind of stood outside the door for a little bit and I could still hear him screaming. And I was just like, so heartbroken. Like, I wanted to go back in and get him, but I left.
Were y'all ever the moms that, like, when you left your kids somewhere, you would let somebody distract them and then run out?
Yeah,
I never liked that. So I never
tried.
tried to be that. My mom always told me to do that. Just run. He's not looking to run. I can't do that. I want him to come back and I'm gone.
Right.
That's traumatizing.
You know what's
And
crazy,
I
y'all?
thought that I had to do that before, but then my mom was saying the same thing. She's like, don't act like you just trying to leave. Let him know, okay, baby, I'm coming back. You just gonna be here for a second and whatever. So then that's when I try to start doing that. But my son, he's a mama's boy. He still don't like it.
Yeah.
No matter what I do.
It's crazy because when y'all talk about like mom paranoia and stuff, I didn't have none of that. I was glad to drop off my kids. I'm sorry. I don't know how I sound, so please do not mean me.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I wish I was like that.
Like I feel like that guilt, so a little bit, but it's like a relief for me. So I just get out of there. You know what I'm saying? And I admire that you take that time out, you listen, and you like, I want to go back in there. But for me, it's just because I spend so much energy into my kids. It's that break.
Yeah.
It's freedom for me. Motherhood's dope.
Yeah.
But it's a lot at once that you're learning. So it's a break for me.
And I think it's good that you trust people to have your child. I hate that I'm always like, I left my son with my aunt when I went to the wedding because my babysitter fell through, and that was like different for me. But it was kind of like, okay, I need to cut the cord, let it go, let him. I trust my aunt. So I don't know why I'm acting like I don't trust her. He can't be alone with her. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's good that you're like that. Don't be the helicopter parent. Don't be like us, girl. Because that's why we don't ever. That's why it took me so long to do stuff. Yeah. I was stuck in the house with my son for so many years because I was so paranoid and keep him close. Like I wish I was like that, where I could just be like, I trust you because I'm leaving you with my child.
I mean, there's a lot of crazy going on in the world. Yeah, so I get it. You know, because my trust issues come into play with Emery since she's older, and when she's talking about, can I spend the night over this friend's house? Ooh.
Right.
I mean, like, you know, that's where. But at the young one, I do trust. I guess because we were raised by whoever we was raised by, so I be trusting my granny with you know my kids, my mama, and my aunt. But everybody else, I don't. I'm like y'all.
Right.
Yeah. Feel them out.
Yeah.
And I know that even when I let my son go, I just be like the whole time I'm like, I should have just stayed home.
Yeah.
And when I went outside, when I went outside, one of the girls, she was like, I didn't even know that you know, get out. And I said, I don't.
Exactly.
I really don't.
Misses you, girl. Girl out there. The girls is missing you, girl. The girls and the boys.
Because I'm sure when you came back from being outside, he was happy to see you.
He was fine. Ain't nothing.
And that's what it is. Like when I'm gone, he's fine. But it's just something about I guess because I don't ever want to be in a position, and I pray I'm never in that position, to where I drop my son off and he's crying and something happens.
Yeah. I
pray that I never have to be in that type of position, like with me or you know, with him, because even I know, like when we went to the concert, I mean the comedy show, afterwards we were at Goodfellas getting pizza, and a car full of girls, like they were obviously drunk, and they ran into, you know, another car, and I thought both cars was getting ready to run into Goodfellas.
Dang.
And we were right there, like sitting on the patio outside, and I was just like, what if this was it?
Girl, she's a
good
fella, right? She put a good fella pizzeria, girl. Ain't nobody talking to you.
She want to be included,
right, girl?
I was literally like, what if this was it for me?
Yeah.
And I had to think, like, what's the last thing I said to my baby? What was, you know, the last emotion he felt? So I was like, I pray I never have to go through that. Yeah. But I guess that's always how I feel. So it's hard for me.
Yeah.
So
each stage has its, you know, beauty in it. But I'm gonna talk about my mommy moment because it's about my daughter. The pre-teen stage. Moms, y'all know what I'm talking about. Dads, y'all know what I'm talking about. So Emery is doing a good job. Shout out to you, Emery. Woo! She's doing a good job coming to me and communicating to me the things that are awkward.
That's awesome.
So she the other day told me that she got a little boyfriend. I said, I'm so glad that you told me you got a boyfriend, but don't call him boyfriend. That's your friend.
Oh, you want to do it?
I am one of the, but
no. Your friend. Your boyfriend.
As far as title goes, that's your friend. But however, she told me that he wanted to take her to the movies.
Oh, that's a boyfriend.
So yeah, because
that's bae.
The difference is, like, I tell Emery, until you can demonstrate certain things before I'm saying that's your boyfriend, you're not allowed to have a boyfriend, because I just feel like you need to show that maturity first, so you don't fall for their tricks. So but yes, he is being a good boy, because she'll tell me about how he'll hold her backpack, how he'll say he's part Indian and part black, and he has like a certain saying that means beautiful, and he'll tell it to her, and I'm like,
I just picture what this little boy look like. He's a cutie.
Okay.
So the other day he wanted to take her to the movies, and I'm like, that's fine, I'm coming. I'm that mom. Like, but I'm not gonna make it awkward. I'm like, you know, y'all still can bond.
I'm in the back row.
Right. That's the type of mom. Like, you can still experience a relationship, but I still gotta supervise that. You know?
Yeah. Girls, remember what we was doing in the movies? I don't know about y'all.
Right.
I don't know about y'all. I remember what I was doing in the movies.
Right.
Especially
That's why I gotta be in the back.
Especially Baxter Avenue.
Girl.
So, yeah,
when ain't nobody in.
Oh, that's good. I saw on my way here. I saw she posted a new YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm subscribed. So I'm gonna go watch out the podcast. I gotta definitely tune in to my girl.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. So, guess we could go ahead and get into the take them kids outside. You know, we into healing our inner child and spending time with our kids.
Yes.
So we want to make sure we're doing something either previous week, next week, to spend time with our kids and get them like experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So I think tomorrow, this weekend, there's a Hot Wheels glow kind of thing. Monster trucks at Gym
okay,
Center.
yes, yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of people actually went to it today, so I'm like, okay, it's something fun that people are actually going to. I think I'm gonna take my son tomorrow. Actually, to buy the tickets. I showed him the videos. He was like, I want to go to that because he's really into Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
And then it's like a glow, so it's like a lot of neon lights, and he likes things like that.
Make sure you get the little flashy things or the glow sticks because they'll say that separately.
Yeah. Okay, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that for him. I said I was gonna buy him. He has like this little sword. So I said I was gonna buy him another one, so we could play together.
Yeah.
Because I saw like a post about like parents being on their phone and not really spend time with their kids. I said, okay, I need to buy one though. Keep into that little sword that lights up. So I'm gonna buy one at the thing, and we're gonna be able to play with it. But yeah, I feel like I haven't been doing a lot with him lately. I've been so busy past couple weekends, and I think I want to dedicate like tomorrow, even like the last couple of days. I've been like calling off the babysitter, so we ain't really been spending a lot of time. So I think I'll make tomorrow dedicate to him. I want to go to that events, and I think he'll really like it. He's in the Hot Wheels. I'm hoping. I don't know. He's still young, so I don't know how he's gonna feel with like all the noise and all that going on. But I'm gonna give it a try and see how it's going.
Okay.
What y'all doing?
Oh, well, I know today, before the podcast, we went to the Kentucky Science Center because they're having like the
shout out to
the dinosaur exhibit thing. So we went to that. And he had a lot of fun with that. Girl, he surprised me because I picked up one dinosaur and I was like, "What is this?" He said a stegosaurus. I said, "Excuse me."
All right.
I mean, I knew that it was a stegosaurus, but I wasn't expecting him to know that it was a stegosaurus. And I was like, okay, baby, come on. Well, what's this?
Right.
So he was very interested in like all of the different dinosaur exhibits and stuff like that. So we had fun with that.
That's good.
Jordan has a big book. Next time I'm with y'all, I'm gonna have to bring the big book. Jordan has like a big book of dinosaurs that he got from his pediatrician. He was giving out books. I'm gonna have to bring that for Kendra. He'll love it.
Because I want to get because I know I've read it to him before, but we don't have it at home. The How Do Dinosaurs Get Well Soon? That book. So I love the book. So I know he gonna love the book. So I plan on doing that, and then I want to take him to go see the Paw Patrol movie.
Girl,
okay, yeah.
Let's go together.
There you go.
That's the only
wisdom
thing.
Teeth.
Yes, I got to get my wisdom teeth on the on the 29th.
Right.
So if they do like a premiere like a day before,
maybe
I could try to find out when somebody's doing that.
Okay.
We do that. So I'm down.
Yeah.
What you got tired of it?
I don't know. Y'all tell me if this is a take the kids outside moment. So, I'm like you. It's a little bit of a dry spell. We haven't really. School has been in session for me with my older kids. But my bonus son, he plays soccer, so we had the soccer game today, and it's, to me that's being outside. He's around the kids. He's enjoying the energy of the kids. He's coming to us, and did you see me, and that type of energy. So even though it's hot as hell, but
are you a soccer mom? Are you gonna take all them kids outside? Y'all gonna have like a little slumber party at your house? A little slumber party at your house after the soccer?
So I'm a sports mom for my kids.
You're gonna be the team mom.
But it's a lot.
Go bring the Gatorade.
Right.
The little wagon.
The team mom.
When they win, take them for pizza.
It seems like Emory being sports.
Yeah.
I've been around the teen moms. That's a whole job.
It is.
It's a whole job. You in charge of the snacks. You in charge of the communications. You in charge of making sure. Well, for Emory, she was in cheerleading, so they were in charge of making sure these girls look good. It was a lot. And so I remember one time she got into cheerleading through Alpha Cheer. Shout out to you. And I remember when he tried to ask me, "You gonna be a teen mom?" Hell no. Like I can't.
I don't have the schedule to do that.
Yeah.
But as far as for soccer, I don't know, because I having the girl, I'm basically being vicarious through her, doing the stuff that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So with Irie and with my bonus son, it's like they get into, you know, the soccer, the basketball, and I'm not like Danny. I'm not a sports. I want to learn sports, but I'm not a sports girl.
I don't know sports
I got you,
either.
girl. I love sports. This is my favorite season right now. Football, girl. Friday.
Are you with the
Monday.
Colorado?
No, Thursday through Monday. I know. I want they won. They played at 3:30. I need to check that score. Girl, Thursday through Monday, all sports.
Really?
All day. I was pissed when Spectre took off ESPN.
I'm not a sports mom at all. Well, yet, but I think I do want to get them in like
karate
or something.
I got y'all.
Please.
Sure if y'all choose the NFL teams for the Dallas Cowboys, period, America's team.
Is it?
Is it Dallas Cowboys, America's team?
See, I don't know.
Only
My uncle's a Steelers fan. Is that the Steelers? Yeah. So I don't know if I want to.
I know.
Cheer for the Cowboys.
My son,
We taking it all the way this year.
my son's dad is a Raiders fan, so I don't know.
My boyfriend is a Raiders
my
fan.
friend-
That's crazy.
My friend,
Black love the Raiders.
he's a Ravens fan, so I don't know. I'm like, look,
I miss the Ravens. Lamar Jackson.
I
I like the Ravens.
Yeah.
I mess with. Okay, I got you. I'll bring y'all to the sports world. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we can go ahead and get into the let it out, where we just say what's on our mind, get anything out we want to say.
Yeah.
If y'all want to have us say anything on let it out, something you need advice on, want to just get off your chest, any comments or anything we've talked about that you can relate to or just want to speak on, you can email us at mommyfirstpodcast@gmail.com. It will definitely mention it on the podcast.
I do have a let it out.
Ooh,
Let it out, girl.
It's more so like how God likes to put certain events in your life and remind you of what your focus is.
Yes.
A big piece of mine is forgiveness. And the reason why that comes to me is because my daughter's grandma, so keep in mind, her biological dad is not in her life, meaning her grandparents are not in her life. And my daughter's biological grandmother works at my job. And I was in the cafeteria, and that's how I found out. I seen her whole face. When I seen her face, that emotion, when I told them I was pregnant and how that went, that was a very traumatic experience for me. All came flooding back. And mind you, my daughter's 12 years old. So I went right back 12 years ago to that very moment when I seen her face. It was like her presence and everything just brought all those feelings. And, you know, I wanted to confront her.
Right.
Like, that's my child. You know what I'm saying? But then I had to stop myself because it's in my job. And so I had to think about how can I forgive her. Because I also look the way my TikTok and my social media is constant affirmations popping up on my line, and one of them was, you give power to that person when they get you mad. And I'm trying to release that. I don't want to be the angry black woman no more, y'all. I want to be my soft version and everything else and be happy. But you know, getting through those moments, like I know my traumatic experience as a person, as a child and all that I can deal with. But when it comes to my child,
that's so hard.
it's like, how can I forgive these people that are potentially hurting my child?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to kind of cross, like, real quick, because I know the let it out is the let it out. But I wanted to ask y'all, do y'all think it's a good idea if I look her up through email and just kind of ask her, hey, can we have a moment to talk? What y'all think? Because I'm ready to kind of release that part of my life.
As long as you're ready for the response.
right. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. You're right.
You got to be ready
prepared
for
on
you
if
got to be ready for
if
that
she
response.
wants to or if she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Mm.
And be okay with that decision and know
Yeah.
how you're going to move forward after that.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
So for the listeners and the viewers out there, that forgiveness piece is a whole thing. We as a nation are trying to learn how to gain our power back. It starts with that forgiveness. So whoever person that hurts you like that, learn to forgive them and also learn to forgive yourself.
Yes.
You know, so that's all I want to say about the let it out.
All right, then. Let's cheers to that, then, ladies. Sorry.
Let's look each other in the
Look
eye.
each other in the eyes. No bad sex.
No bad.
All right. Well, that's all we had today, y'all. Side note, hope y'all like our new setting. I meant to mention it early. We upgraded, y'all. So keep tuning in.
Upgrading.
So yeah.
I hope the listeners know y'all can hear the growth because it feels good to be on this couch.
Yes. Right. Yeah. If you're listening to us like on Apple Music, go to our YouTube and watch it so you can see what we done did. All right, but that's all for the Mommy First podcast.
Where you're a mommy first
and a baddie after.
Bye.
Bye.